everybody? It's your boy King Hustle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lists, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell, all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all those. Also, make sure you follow me on my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing getting legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad, get your pen, because you already know when I drop them videos and y'all get them notifications, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win. And in today's video, we're going to talk about these new bank methods. Yes, it's a new bank method I heard going around that's helping these scammers get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit with businesses, new small startup businesses. Like I said, wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And as long as these banks and these institutions and the government makes it easier for people to do certain things, they're making it easier for the scammers as well and the fraudsters. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how scammers and fraudsters are utilizing this method to get loans, credit cards, and lines of credit with fraudulent businesses or throwaway businesses and make a lot of money. So with that being said, let's get to these gems and this entertainment that's going to help you win. All right. So in today's world, there are a lot of people that's trying to start businesses. There's a lot of people just looking to become entrepreneurs. Ever since COVID-19 and PPP, people now see that you can make millions of dollars with just a piece of a documentation, which is your LLC, EIN number. Now, when it comes to doing these things, people have to understand that when it comes to doing any method, any type of scam, fraud, or whatever, anything that pertains to getting some money, you got to put some work in. Point blank, period. And a lot of people was thinking, just say, "Oh, you do this method is one, two, three, here go $1 million." No, it's nothing like that. You have to actually do certain steps and do them correctly in order to get your money for the fraudster or the scammer. So, like I said, wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. People seeing people get millions of dollars with these PPP loans utilized in businesses. So now people want to get businesses. People started, listen, this is the honest to God truth. People after COVID-19 and PPP, people got into the business world and want to start businesses because they thought it was more PPP loans out there. And that's the honest to God truth. People are so unknowledgeable of business, credit, personal credit, loans, credit cards, and lines of credit that their mind be just floating everywhere. So a lot of people thought there were other PPP loans out there, so they started businesses. Crazy. And it's also people out there that understood that their PPP loans are once in a lifetime and that there are loans, credit cards, and lines of credit, and also grants out there that people can get to establish their business. Then people figure out that, oh, okay, so there is a such thing as bankruptcies. Now, when people figure out and hear bankruptcies, they just feel like, oh, that's just the worst thing ever to file bankruptcies. Well, in actuality, that's how the rich get rich and why the poor stay poor because the rich understands bankruptcies and trust funds. And we'll get into that a little bit later. So, how are scammers and fraudsters getting multi millions of dollars in funds from these banks utilizing CPNs? So, understanding that there are different ways to do the exact same thing. So, remember what I told you about pre-built CPNs and regular CPNs? Well, people understand the system, and understanding the system is that you can do everything from your phone. You can get an LLC from your phone. You can do your EIN number from your phone. You can open up a business bank account from your phone. You can apply for loans, credit cards, and lines of credit all from your phone. Your phone is a small computer. It goes a cell phone, then it goes a tablet, then it goes a laptop, then it goes a desktop computer, basically. So all these devices are computers that you can do the exact same thing on. And remember when I told y'all about documentations? Documentations can say whatever that you want to say. People can create their own documentations from bank statements, pay stubs, W-2s, you name it. People are creating their own documentations and changing information on documentations on a daily basis to be able to get approved for certain things that they need to get approved for or want to get approved for. So you got these CPNs, not pre-built, but CPNs. And what people do is they create these CPNs, they try merge and get secure credit cards and cell phone bills and bank accounts and things like that under this CPN. Once they get the credit established on that CPN, try merge, three credit scores, they start the business, whatever business that they want to start. Now that they got the business started and they got a credit profile. A business is its own entity. So what they do is they establish this business, they establish this CPN, not pre-built, but a CPN. They got secure credit cards on it, building the credit score up on it. They got trade lines. So now that personal credit score is building. Now that personal credit score they got to a 680 fast in a couple of not it didn't even take that long because they added a lot of trade lines and they made payments on it. So they built the credit faster and establishing it. So now they got this business. Now, you do not need to have good personal credit to get business funding. Some people get their CPN established and then they just start a business and build that business up. They just needed the information to be verified. So they get these CPNs, they get the information verified, meaning they got tri-merged and all that. They start these businesses utilizing that information and they start building the business credit. Trade lines, secured loans and credit cards, the same process. Credit stacking because when you get a starter business, you can get $1,000 credit card, $2,000 credit card. You can get these and utilize them the right way. You'll start to build your business credit profile and your credit worthiness on that business credit score. Okay, this is the trick. Credit stacking. Just like personal, you got different credit bureaus on the business, and you can get an X amount of pulls on each bureau. So you go get 4 pulls on each credit bureau on the business. You can have like 10 to 12, 15 credit cards. And if you utilize them the right way, the credit limit will rise on all those credit cards. So you might start off with $20,000 worth of credit cards, and it might jump up to $60,000 just off you making payments on time, not utilizing it, and staying under the utilization rate. That's a little credit hack because people know that you can get cash advances off credit cards. So you get a $10,000 business credit card, you can go get a cash advance for $5,000. You got 10 of these credit cards, you can get $50,000, and that's what people be doing. They get these credit cards, they get cash advances, they pay the minimum back on the credit cards, and then the money goes back on it, and they do it all over again. They keep doing it, and then that's what they do. So it's just all about understanding credit, understanding these credit methods, which will allow somebody to create a CPN because it's all based off credit. Establish it, get a business utilizing that personal information on that business and building the business credit and getting loans, credit cards, or lines of credit, and them understanding that certain banks there are revenue based loans and there are documentation loans. Documentation loans basically they go off the documentation, the information that's on the documentation that you provide for them. So business, these new bank business credit loan scams are coming out of nowhere and banks don't know what to do. Banks are starting to get tricked because people are not using other people's credit profiles anymore. They're starting to use real established CPN credit profiles and building them, try merging them and starting these businesses with them. So Wherever there's a will, there's a way. And these banks are making it easier for people on the personal and the business side to be able to get funding. And at the same time, they're making it easier for the scammers and the fraudsters to be able to do the exact same thing. So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware out there because, like I said, these banks, businesses are scammers too. And they play their part in their own way, especially with these ATM fees. Banks make billions of dollars just off ATM fees on a yearly basis. So it's just all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware out there. Don't fall victim to the scams out there, the business scams, the CPN scams, the fraud scams. Make sure y'all get y'all Norton Life Locks. Monitor all your accounts and personal information. Make sure y'all get new debit and credit card numbers every so often. So every tap, swipe, insert on a daily basis. Our information is on these platforms, and there's always a compromise, leak, or a hack. Make sure y'all freezing your credit bureaus, transient Equifax experience, so nobody can get anything in your name. And just stay more safe, be more cautious, and aware out there what's going on in this crazy real world that we live in. All right, so shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the FaceTime one-on-one limited gym 600. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays 250. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the in-person limited gyms 3,500. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship $1,000. Make sure y'all check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato at Me and their network. Still look for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on all my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, my TikToks, my Snapchat. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. And make sure y'all getting in getting in where y'all fit in with these load ups. $800 and up. Don't miss out. Cash App Bitcoin payment. Once you're ready, send me a screenshot. Let me know you're ready. We're gonna go from there. All right. My phone about to die. My camera about to die. So I gotta hurry up and push this out. So with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.